All right. Good morning, guys. This thing is working slow this morning, so bear with me, please. Don't know what's going on. Just one of those days that it's working slow. I see Metal Detecting with Randy's joined us. Corey, the treasure hunter. I see Cynthia said, Robert, I have errands this morning, so I'll miss your show. I'll rewatch later. Good luck. Find some oldies. Thank you, Cynthia. Hopefully, we will. So I hope everyone is having a good morning this morning. I know I am. Don't have anything to do today but sit here and go through some Wheaties with you guys for a little while. So we're going to sit here a few minutes and see if anyone else starts joining and saying good morning. I hope everyone can see and hear me okay. Tri Valley Metal Detecting Outdoors, welcome. Good morning. Hope everyone had a good 4th of July weekend and a safe 4th of July weekend. We didn't do a whole lot. We went ATVing this past Saturday, sat and watched some fireworks, ate some food. That's about it. But had a good time. Definitely. Been sitting here this morning trying to get some music uploaded to this computer. Not having any luck at it. So, oh well, I'll try again later. You know how it goes. I'm not the most computer savvy there is. So I did my best. I don't know. It's just getting this daggone figuring how to sync it up. So I'll get it figured out. And other than that, yeah, not much to do today. Javier Garcia, hello, Robert, and everyone else. Thanks for joining this morning. We're going to go through some more Wheaties today, see if we can find anything interesting and anything good. Hopefully, we will. Mandy's Candy, thanks for joining. And to give you all an update that we will be back, the Bub Files, welcome. We will be back live this Saturday night at 8 o'clock with a guest. And we're looking forward to it because it's a guest we've already had on once before, but they wanted to come back and do some more talking. So we invited them back. Can't wait for that. It's been 2 weeks. Last live stream we did was on my birthday. So I'm looking forward to getting back. Good morning, Mona. Thanks for joining. Getting back in front of the camera for a Saturday night conversations. Me and Melissa is really looking forward to it. It's like I said, it's been a couple of weeks, and be glad to get back to the normal. We got some announcements to make Saturday night. We'll be doing a giveaway. I'm going to go ahead and announce it right now that we got our stickers from Park Rat Pat, and asked Pat to redesign my Clark's Cove Creek water sticker for your squirt bottles. We did some stickers back a couple of years ago, Creek water stickers, and Pat did an awesome job on it. But we wanted to redesign. I'm wanting to try to get people out there to start using Clark's Cove Creek water in their videos some on their squirt bottles. And so this is the new design right here. I know that's kind of, let's see if we can get it. Come in there a little bit better. Come on. Focus for me. It was wanting to there a minute ago. Now it doesn't want to. But you can get the gist of it. But that is the new Clark's Cove Creek water. There we go. No open flames. Blistering barnacles, welcome. So this Saturday night, we'll be putting one of those in our giveaway pack. So some lucky person will get the first new Clark's Cove Creek water sticker for your water bottle. Like I said, I'd like to see some people out there using the Clark's Cove Creek water. My saying is, you haven't seen any videos with it yet, but I've been saying, if you're not using Clark's Cove Creek water to clean your finds, they're not getting cleaned. But just being silly there. But yeah, going to start giving those away and giveaways so people can start getting them on their water bottles. And hopefully we'll see a few videos out there where someone's using them. That would be neat. Well, guys, I'm going to quit rattling here, and we're going to get into It's 4 after 11 already. We're going to get into some Wheaties this morning. Yes, already got one sitting out here, so let me get over here and switch over to my microscope. That way, get my ugly mug off camera. There we go. Awesome. And oh, wow. Our first one out here this morning, I just grabbed one and laid it out, is a 19 and 24. All right, next year that Wheatie will be 100 years old. And 1924. Let's see. Looking for a 1924S and a 1924D. And that is neither one. Well, of course, it wouldn't be. But we are looking for that in an S and in a D. But that is just a plain 1924. Of course, I will be keeping that one because it is an older one and it does have some pretty good wear on the back of it. But still cool seeing a 99-year-old penny. Okay, put that one over in the keeping stack. Let's get us another one out here, see what we got. Oh, yeah, here we go. We're going to get back into the 58. Detect Dig Smile, welcome. Thanks for stopping in and saying hello. Peter, looking forward to Saturday night. But yeah, this is definitely not one we're looking for. We come across those. Oh, wow. Okay, here we go. 1940. Looks to be a 1946. And that's one to keep. There were 991 million of those minted. And I have it on my list to keep. And so we'll be keeping it. Hey, old Danny boy, just a dig, and welcome, Dan. Thanks for joining this morning. We're just getting started. We've been through a couple of Wheaties already. This is the third one. Ooh, wow. Oh, wow. 1910 is what that looks like. There we go. 1910. It's not really one we're looking for, a 1911 and a 1909S. But we will keep that one. That is for sure. Because that penny is 113 years old. Wow. Always like seeing the old ones. Now the back is not in too bad a shape. Considering it to be as old as, I think it's a little bit better than the front. But cool to see a 1910. Wow. Yep, that's what it is, 1910. I'm glad, and I want to apologize for Sunday night, guys. Right in the middle of our premiere, I kid you not, a storm went through here, knocked our internet out. I did not get to watch any more Digging Sundays. I missed Texas Plug Riches, I missed Metal Mike and Persis, and I missed DNL Treasure, plus our own video premiere. So I want to apologize for that. I'm glad everyone has enjoyed our marble. Hey, Jimmy Cloak. I'm glad everyone has enjoyed our marble videos. This next video is still got to do with marbles, but it's just a little project that we put together with some of the damaged marbles that we have. I mean, it's nothing special. It's just a cool little project we kind of put together. We didn't get to finish it because we couldn't find all the material we wanted, but it is finished in a sense. So you're all going to get to see that Sunday night in the premiere. But once again, I want to apologize for our internet. But you all have been great with the marble premieres. But yeah, that place, that old factory, that factory closed down, Danny, in 2006. and they're tearing it burnt, and the city it's city property. I had someone comment to me that they thought I was doing something illegal by being on the property. Well, no, because it's city property. It was kind of they just don't want you digging in there. The whole bank in front of that place, and as I know you all watched the video, is nothing but glass and marbles. And they've been dumping marbles over in that bank towards that creek for I don't know how many years, and they just don't want you in there digging. But you perfectly can come in there and pick up any of the marbles that's laying around. But when we did that video, they were cleaning that place up. They had a bulldozer sitting in there, and I'm going to say by now they probably have done finished cleaning all that up. I don't know. Me and Melissa have talked about taking a day and driving up there just to see if there's anything still left there. But we did that where we were at. We were told we could go in there and pick up marbles just as long as we did not dig. So I just wanted to clear that up. We were not breaking the law in any way, only if we would have started digging. I understand that. But there was so many marbles just laying around to pick up that it was crazy. And we did, of the nice ones that we got to keep that didn't have any flaws, oh my goodness, I'll have to me and Melissa will try to show those to you all Saturday night in our live stream. Yeah, we're like I said, we're going to drive back up there, Mona, and just see. But like I said, they were in the middle of cleaning all of that up. I don't know what city was going to do with that property. It's a shame to see all of that going to waste. Like the quarters dropping. Yeah, that is a pretty cool idea, but we just we didn't know if we were going to get to go and do that. I mean, we really didn't. One man said all we could do is walk the creek. Well, you couldn't get down in that creek. We would end up getting snake bit, no doubt. And then one young man that lived there right across the street from the old factory, he assured us that they won't say anything to us for picking up marbles as long as we didn't dig. He said he's seen people in there picking them up before, but the amount of marbles laying in there is it's insane. And it's, like I said, it's sad to think that all that stuff is just going to waste. And I mean, a lot of them were, I'm going to assume Chinese checkers marbles because they were just like the solid red, solid green, solid blues. But we did find several of the swirl ones. And like I said, we'll try to show those to you all Saturday night in our live stream, and we'll do some more talking about that. But we had a blast getting to do that. It was just that weekend just was an awesome weekend. 1957 there, nothing special. We just did it. It just turned out we met a lot of nice people. That thing is crusty. And had a really good time. And they will be doing that convention again next year. And hopefully we will make it. And I know in September, one lady we were talking to, and she still makes marbles and does. Yeah, for real, would make so many quarters, I would think. Yeah, you're right, Danny. But she invited us in September 1951D. We're looking for a 52S to come and watch her make marbles in September. So we have got to get back a hold of her. I buy an old marble for a quarter. Yeah, hey, some of these some marbles are hey, they're expensive, some of these marbles. I did not realize when we started delving into the marble community that it was such a big community. And I had no clue. We just had no clue that it was on the scale that it is. And we just scratched the surface of that community at the little convention we went to. There's a 1942. Let me see if I'm looking for that one. Nope. Not looking for that one, but that is a good looking wheat penny. So just glad we got to experience that, meet so many nice people, and hopefully in September we will get to go see it. What was that? 1957 D, nothing special. Get to go see that lady do a marble run. I mean, and get to film that. And I don't know yet, Mona. We have got to get a black light, and we have still not went out and got us a black light yet. But I'm going to assume we will have several of them in those that will glow. And when we get us a black light, we will definitely share that with you all. 1936. There's a 36 model. Awesome. Let's see if it's one we're looking for. No, but we're going to keep it because we like to keep the 30 models. And everyone has just responded great to our marble videos. I just appreciate it. Me and Melissa both appreciate you guys so much. That this latest video has done so well. I mean, it is just Jim Cloak, big money, and people trying to find their marbles. Yeah, that's for sure. 1955. I'm afraid I'll never find mine. They're lost permanently. I think them marbles got lost and crushed, made into dust, and got swept away by the wind, Jim. No, I haven't. 1937. Let's see. 37S. And we're looking for a 37D, and that is neither one. But no, I have never seen a 1957D wheat that's silver. Granddaddy Marbles 75-cent machine. I've got an old gumball machine downstairs that takes quarters. Yeah, I guess I could fill it up with marble. Hey, but the marbles we have, man, there's some nice marbles that we come out with. I'm going to always keep the 37. Let me see. Let me roll over here and get one of these. Wow. Things, and I don't know how well these will look under. Yeah, there's one of them. Some of these are, I like these green ones like this that we found. I mean, they are definitely some cool marbles. Hey, Florida Sand Hunters, welcome. We found a 1949 Wheatie on the beach a few days ago. We'll show it on our next video. Awesome. But yeah, I love the green and these and the blues. And I know I'm supposed to be going through Wheaties, but I just want to show you all some of these. Some of these marbles that we found just laying around. I mean, let me see here. One of these are nice, the black ones. I mean, and we've got several. Oh wow, there's a cool one. Yep. But yeah, this marble community it's pretty wild, man. Like I said, I did not realize that it was, and these here were nice. These are like, if you could actually see it without it being under the camera, it looks like a piece of candy. I mean, they are so awesome. I could not believe when we got up there and started finding these marbles just laying there, which I know for a fact that $1 a marble, $2 for the bigger ones. Yeah, always check your Coinstar reject for Wheaties. Coinstar rejects them. Yeah, we're always, anytime we go in Walmart or find a Coinstar, we're always checking it for. Some people will leave some coins, some people won't. But yeah, like I said, we'll show some of these off this Saturday night. But we had an awesome marble run. Like I said, once again, met some awesome people doing that, and it was just a really just a great experience. can't say enough about it. $1944. Okay, there's one that if that had been a steal, they did make a few 1944s in the steel pennies, but that is not one of them. Doubt we'll ever come across one. 1951D. Looking for a 52S. Nothing special there. Robert, I dug an 1863 fatty IHP on the beach here in, oh, wow. I have one fatty. I didn't find it. 1945. Let's see. It was one my dad had found. In fact, I think I have it. I used to have it laying here. I don't know what I've done with it. It's around here somewhere, but yeah. Hard to tell what I've done with it. But I do have a fatty IHP, but like I said, it's not one that I found. It was one that my dad had. I have no clue what I've done with it. That's pretty good, Robert. But it's laying around here somewhere on this desk. Let's see, let's get, what do we got? Oh, wow, here we go. But I've only found a couple of, I think I have dug, let me think, 4 IHPs, and Melissa has 1 IHP that we have actually done. There's a 1919. 104 years old. Awesome. And that is in daggone good shape too, guys. Considering. Nice. Definitely keeping that one back. $1951D. Not one we're looking for, but still a good looking Wheatie. But yes, it's going to be nice getting back to the live stream Saturday night, hanging out with you all. 1940. Let me look here. Nope. Not one we're looking for. It seems like it's been forever since we've me and Melissa together have done a live stream. So I said it would be nice getting back in the swing of things. 1942. Nope. Not one we're looking for, guys. Ooh, back of that one is in rough shape, though. Let's keep on trucking. 1956D. Oh, my goodness. I wish we could find some 50 models. Here we go. Here's another old one, 1920. That's 103 years old. Not too bad a shape. Not too bad. Back is in, I'd have to say, just a little bit better shape than the front. Look down through here. Now, if that would have been a 1920S, there was 50 million of those made, but that is just a basic 1920, but it is one we will keep. On to the next one, 1958. That's a last year Wheatie. And there's like a quadrillion zillion of them made. 1945S. Richard B., welcome. Thanks for joining. You're not too late. Better late than never is my motto. 1945S. Let's see what we've got here. 1945S. I don't believe believe that's one on my list. Nope. Johnson Family Adventures, Bean and Pick and Sprout. Welcome. Thanks for joining this morning. Sorry I missed you all Monday morning, but we did not get our internet back on until Monday evening, Monday afternoon, after it went off right in the middle of our premiere Sunday night. We had a little storm. I didn't think the storm was that bad, but it went through, and like I said, right in the middle of our live stream, or our video premiere Sunday night on Digging Sundays, our internet went out. So I missed all of the rest of Digging Sundays, and I missed your all's live stream Monday morning. 1944, if that would have been a steel penny, yep, definitely would have had something there. So wanted to say apologize for that. 1955, not one we're looking for. Like I said, the 50 models, they were made by the zillions of them, but that is a good looking penny. Don't have much wear on it at all. Thing I know is I am got a zillion load of wheat pennies here that I don't know what I'm ever going to do with all these wheat pennies. 1952D. If I ever find someone maybe doing a seeded hunt that would need some donations, I could donate several wheat pennies. 1952S. Oh, I need a 52S, not a 52D. Dagnabbit. Heading out detecting. Good to see you all. Good luck today, Jim. Me and Melissa have not been out for a couple of weeks. We did get out in the yard yesterday and do some detecting over here in the field, and Melissa did find another wheat penny in the yard. I think that makes like 13 wheat pennies we have found here in the yard. And then she found a little key that said Chicago, Illinois Lock Company on it, and did make a couple of shorts. And as a matter of fact, I was supposed to put one of those shorts out this morning and forgot all about it. 1953D. Not one we're looking for, but it is a good looking wheat penny for sure. But yeah, Melissa hit it yesterday. I mean, like I said, I think that makes 1942D, 1940. That makes about 13 wheat pennies out of the yard here so far. And the little key, I did find a couple of buckles. They were just, horse tack buckles, and really amazes me sometimes some of the stuff we miss and other people have missed. If that would have been okay, we're going to keep that one. That's a 1946. 991 million of them, 991 million of those minted, and I have that on my list to keep. So I'm going to be putting that over with the keepers. Another 1946. Once again, it's on my list to keep. Yeah, we did find a silver, Danny, a few shorts back. We did a short where Melissa did finally find a silver up here behind the house. It was just a Roosevelt, but yes, she did find the first silver back several weeks ago, and we've got a short out about it. You just have to go over and go through my short videos. Once again, 1946, we're going to keep that one because it's on my list to keep. So, yeah. But I'd like to think there'd still be another silver in this yard. I don't know. 1941. But yeah, she found it right up here behind the house along with a pocket knife, and we did a short on both of those. Like I said, some people don't get I know I don't get a lot of short notifications when people put shorts out. Only a couple of channels that I'm getting their notifications on their shorts, and I don't know why that does that. 1950 is not one I'm looking for. Otherwise, I have to go over to their channel and view them, and I forget that a lot of people are doing shorts now. It's like, see, I get 1952. And what is that? It's a D. I'm looking for the S. So I don't know why YouTube does that for, that I only get certain people's short notifications. Ooh, here we go. No, I haven't found one, but I do have some that we went through several videos back. I did a one of these coiner shows where I went through the steel wheats, but I have never found one myself while metal detecting. No. Yeah, and the heat's been crazy here too, guys. But here we go, 1917. 106 years old. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Love seeing the older Wheaties. 1917. Let's see. Was that a D? No, that was just a plain 1917. If that was a 1917 S, there was only 32 million of those minted. And 1917 D, there was 55 million. But of the regular ones, I do not know how many of those were minted. I don't have my book out, but that is definitely a keeper for sure. A Rhodes, oh, sweet. We're hoping to get out Sunday and get back to our curb strip hunting. It depends all on weather. Definitely a keeper there. All depends on weather. They're calling for rain as always. Scattered showers, but hopefully we'll be able to at least get out in the morning or the afternoon and do some hunting. 1950S, not one we're looking for. I know the last curb strip hunting we did, we were in front of this old house, which is actually apartments. And I guess the owner, I'm assuming it was the owner of the house. Boy, he come out and he started running his mouth about how he owned the whole curb. He owned the fire hydrant. He even owned the roadwork sign that was standing on that curb strip, and he did call the police on us. And the young officers come by and he said, you guys just continue doing what you're doing. Just make sure you fill your holes and don't worry about it. And I thanked him. He was very nice. He was a different officer than we had seen before, because we were in a different part of town metal detecting, because we just kind of got out of the park area and wanted to move more over into the business area where there are curb strips, and not thinking maybe we would kind of escape some of the Karens. But you know, they're everywhere you go, it seems like. 1945, not one we're looking for. But yeah, he owned everything. He owned fire hydrant. He owned the roadwork sign. So I said, call the police. They'll educate you. I was trying to, but he wasn't listening to nothing I had to say. When I was telling him that is city property, so that makes it public property, and that Huntington has no metal detecting laws. And he commenced to say, well, you people, and this is just exactly how he said it, guys. He said, you people think you can do that wherever you want. And so I was like, okay, he has had a run-in with metal detectors before. 49. Oh, 49S. If that would have been a 49S, there was 64 million of those made, but that is just a basic 1949, but I think I'll still keep it. And see, it does have a scrape on it there. That's one, like I said, these are ones my dad had found and had, so you can see where he hit it with the screwdriver. So, you know, it's how it goes. But the young, like I said, the young officer was very understanding. He already knew that we were doing nothing wrong. 1957D is not one we're looking for. Like I said, he said, you all just continue doing what you're doing. Just make sure you fill your holes. And of course, we told him we do, you know, it's what we do. We're YouTubers. We metal detect. It's our thing. But he had no problem, you know. But the police know. The police are starting to know who we are to start with. They've been called on us enough. If that would have been a steel penny, we would have had something nice there. But they're basically getting to know us in Huntington now, so let them call the police. I have no problem with the police. In fact, I try to get the message across that if the police talk to you, be as nice to them as you possibly can, especially if it is about metal detecting, because there might be someday you might actually need that officer. So always 1952D, and I'm looking for an S. My goodness. So always be polite and courteous to your officers out there, you know, because like what I said, one of these days you might need one of them. And if you treat him with disrespect, then he sees you in trouble. Guess what? He ain't going to lend no hand. But if you treat him with respect, then you're going to have a friend that's definitely worth having on your side. I know some police officers take a lot of bad rap. Yeah, I know it. That's the thing, Mona. I would like to know when this guy called this in, I'd like to know what he told the police and to get them to come out anyways, because he had to basically lie. I'm sorry. He had to lie to him, and I think they should definitely jump his case for calling in for something no more than people metal detecting. 1940, that's not one we're looking for, but that's a good looking penny. One of these days people might learn. But I do understand. See, they locked the gates where they took down the bleachers I was hunting at. Not happy about that. Took away from more good finds over the summer. Yeah, it happens, Dan. 1948. Nope, not one we're looking for. But I do understand that there are some detectorists, well, people out there claiming to be metal detectorists that's digging up holes, and they're leaving their holes and they're leaving their trash. I've come across it myself out at the beach area where me and Melissa like to go hunt, where the swimming area is at. I know you all have seen the videos. In fact, I have a video from that area coming up in a couple of weeks. And I have went out there and had to fill holes, some of the god-awfulest holes you'd ever seen. And there's no sense. If you have to dig a hole like that metal detecting, then you have no business planting explosives. That's a good one. Can't have Karens or Kens in possessions of power. Yeah, that's right, Corey. 1945. Let me say it's not what I'm looking for, but if people have to dig holes like that looking for something, then they have no business with a metal detector. There is no call for it whatsoever to be digging holes that. Ooh, here we go. PA Pirate Prospecting. Welcome. 1919. There we go. There's another old one. But it is always amazing that definitely a keeper that people just do not understand. But like I said, I know there are so-called detectorists out there digging holes that they don't need to be digging and making a mess, and they won't pick up their garbage, and they'll bury garbage. And there's no call for that. Me and Melissa, we try to be try to be good representatives of the hobby. You know, we try to be polite to people, but now when people come out and they're disrespecting me and Melissa, you can guarantee you that I'm not going to give them any respect. And when they come out screaming and hollering and acting like a fool, I'm going to keep that one. 1946, 991 million of those minted. Then they're going to get it right back. I mean, sorry, but that's just how it is. But you come out and you talk to me with some sense, and I'll talk to you with some sense. You coming out screaming at me, that don't get you nowhere. It would be funny if a cop or anyone said I was destroying Oakland. Yeah. Well, the sad thing is where we were detecting and he come out, the curb strip's in terrible shape. There's garbage, there's dog crap laying everywhere. And the fact that they want to come out, oh, I maintain that. Well, yeah, I can tell you're doing a real good job of maintaining it. I mow that. It's mine. Well, I understand that they do mow it and they do take care of them. I'm sorry that the city doesn't do that for you, but they're not going to. But it is their property. And if they want to come and dig it up and do what they want to on it, they can. But some people think it's theirs. Definitely, they think that curb strip belongs to them. I got pulled over one day and the cop asked if I was a terrorist and if I had weapons of mass destruction in my car, 3 guitar cases in the back seat. That's a good one. That is definitely a good one, Dan. 1945, and it is not one we're looking for. Weapons of mass destruction. Yeah, I've got a metal detector. That's a weapon of mass destruction. Another 1946, and I think that one is a D, and there was 315 million of those minted, and that is definitely one I'm wanting to keep. B. Higgles, welcome, Dr. Wheat. Yeah, I was trying to think up a different title for my live stream this morning. So I thought, well, I'll go with an old Kiss song, Dr. Love. So I said, calling Dr. Wheat. 1934. So yeah, I don't know if you all caught on to that. But yeah, sometimes it's kind of hard to come up with 1943, 1934. I mean, sorry about that. 1934. Definitely not. It's not what I'm looking for, but what I'm going to keep. Like keeping the 30 models. So yeah, sometimes you got to get the brain functioning to think up of title for your video. Don't want it to sound too awfully cheesy. 1951 is not one we're looking for. But I guess sometimes you have to. Plus, you want to try to make a comment that captures people's attention. 1941D, if at all possible, without exaggerating yourself too much. Oh, wow. I cannot believe how fast time is flying on us today, guys. It's clouding up outside. We're not supposed to have any storms today, but that doesn't always mean a lot. These weathermen are about as reliable as, oh, shoot, I don't know. They're just not reliable. It's not one we're looking for. You can't put no faith in what they say. 1942, 1942. Nope. Not one we're looking for. And that thing is kind of roached out on the back. Boy, there's a good strip on that one right down through there. Yep. And the front's not too much better. We're just looking for old ones. Hopefully to have come across a really, really old one. The oldest one we've had today, Brian, is a 19 and 10. 1957D. Plus, I have a list here of some of the ones you want to kind of be looking out for to keep back, hoping we come across one of them. And that 1957D is not one of them. And we've not come across a whole lot of them that we want to keep, but several of them that's on my list. 1945, once again, is not on my list as a keeper. But just looking for anything. Not looking for errors, not right now. Now, the ones I've got to keep back. Hey, Bill. Yeah, the VDB was definitely looking for one of those, but I just don't believe we're going to end up finding one. 1941 is not one we're looking for. But yeah, I'm not really looking for errors in them right now, but we'll go back later on maybe through the ones that I'm keeping. I see right there is where Dad has hit that one when he was digging it. You can see the mark on it. So yeah, like I said, I've got this jug of wheat pennies that my dad had that was never went through. So that's what we're doing. If you're not understanding what I'm doing here, 1953, nope. And then when I get through with this, which it's still several in there, my goodness, it just looks like you wouldn't think that I've went through any. I guess I've probably made it through half of them so far. So we're going to have definitely many, many more Thursdays. Jug of wheat. Yes, that's exactly it. Yeah, Dad never used a digger, Danny. He always used a screwdriver. I never seen my dad dig with any kind of shovel. Only ever used a screwdriver. 1948. We're looking for a 49S. So yeah, any of the marks you might see on some of these, that's where he hit them with the screwdriver. Another 1948. Yep. Looking for a 49. But I've had these, had this jug of wheat penny since 1909S would be sweet. When he passed away, and I've just had them sitting in that jug. So now that, and I've been, ever since we've been metal detecting and had it and started our channel in 1958, that's the last year there, I have been talking about going through these wheat pennies. So I guess about now we've been doing this a little. I've been doing this a little over a month now on Thursdays, maybe 2 months. Gosh, it's amazing how time flies. 1935. Not one we're looking for, but we will keep it because it is a 30 model. And we're trying to keep all the 30 models. Like I said, I have been talking about going through all of these. And I've got some other stuff to go through too when I get done with the wheat pennies. He had a couple of books that he had filled. And I haven't really looked through them yet either. And I'm just kind of waiting to do that on film with you guys. And we'll go through all of them and see what he had found and filled in the books. That's maybe where the key date ones are at. Well, 1950. Not one we're looking for. So kind of anxious to get into those couple of books. And then I've got some other stuff that he collected. Oh, wow. 1953 or 1955D. And that poor wheat penny is in rough shape. I don't know what has happened to it. It looks like it's been grinded on. Yeah. Maybe been hit by a lawnmower blade and done that to it. But it is pretty well crusty. But yeah. I'd say it's been hit with a lawnmower. Mower, as we like to say, mower modified, or it's been put on a grinder. It looked, maybe it's a little thinner right there. So maybe someone was trying to grind it for some reason. I don't know. Abe kind of looks kind of creepy there, doesn't he? Looks like a skull. Let's just throw that one over in the keeper, just for the heck of it. 1953. Nope. Looking for the 52S. Can't wait to get my magnifier. 4 days till birthday. Have a feeling a magnifier will be under my tree. Well, happy early birthday, Brian. And yeah, these little magnifiers are, if you're talking about the camera like this, maybe not exactly like this one, but these little cameras with the magnifying are awesome. Marlon turned me on to this one. She pointed me in the right direction. Awesome price. I couldn't be more pleased with. Ooh, what we got here? That looks like a nut. I cannot tell, guys. That looks like another 1919. Yeah, I'm not going down under the water. Yeah, I think it's a 1919, guys. But man, that thing is in rough shape. But I think it's cool to watch the people go underwater and do the metal detecting. But I think I'll keep myself 1944. If that would have been a steel penny, I think I'll just keep myself on the bank. But I do have some. While we were out ATV riding this past weekend on Saturday, we were up. I know you all have seen this. Ooh, now this right here. I'm keeping this one because can you all see this double around the rim of it there? That could be an error coin. Yeah, 43 copper. Yeah. And bronze. They made a 43 in bronze too. I'm going to keep that one because I think that is an error coin right there because you can see this double line. That's had to come from the mint like that. Let's see what the back of it, if back's any, has any, nope. But it is a little thinner right around up through here than it is over here on this side. So that could be a misstruck coin right there for sure. And I'm going to say it is. So definitely I'm setting that one off completely by itself. I'm not throwing it in with the mix. 1957D. Yeah, definitely a keeper. Yeah, I am. I've got a few of them here that I have completely separate from the others that I'm just throwing in a little bin. But I have a few there that's separate. That's got some places on them that I need to go back and look at. That one there, not. But back to what I was saying. When we was ATVing, one of the places we like to go and kind of hang out in the creek, it's a big water hole. And I know if you all have seen some of those videos where we've been ATVing, you see that area. Well, there were some people there, and we started talking to them, and come to find out the one old gentleman, his grandfather used to swim in that hole of water. And he said the local kids, that was their swimming hole. And we never really knew that. We kind of maybe suspicioned it, but never really knew it. Now it is confirmed that big hole of water was a swimming area. So we're going to get the ATV out, side by side back out. We're going to take the metal detector and we're going to go up there and detect that water hole and see if we can find anything in it, because I've got a feeling there's going to be something there. I really do feel there will be something in there. So we're liable to be doing that this weekend, since we just found that out Saturday. But we're liable to be doing that this weekend. 1944. Once again, if that would have been in a steel penny, that would have been nice to have. So wish us luck on that venture for sure. 1955D. My goodness. You did not like the Xterra Pro, Danny. I was kind of getting that by watching your videos. Looking for a 1952S. $1946. That's a keeper. Definitely a keeper. One we're looking for. Oh, wow. 1944S. Nope, we're looking for that in a steel penny, but man, that penny is shiny. That is for sure. Yeah, I know that. Got it. Yeah, I noticed, Dan, that when you was using it, you were having problems with it. So I hate that it didn't work out for you. But that stuff happens. I mean, the only way you know is if you try. 1946. That's another keeper. But you know me, I won't down anyone's machines because they're all good machines in one way or another. Unless they're just the really cheap knockoff brands that you can get for like 10, 15 bucks. 1953, not one we're looking for. But maybe it just, I don't know, some things you get flaws from factory. Maybe it just had a factory defect in it. I mean, I don't know. 1950D, not one we're looking for, guys. Oh my goodness, and my hour is coming up on me. 1946, that's another keeper. So let's throw it over in the pile. Come on, let's get an old one. Throw us another old one here before, nope, 1955. Nothing special about that. We'll try to get a couple more in here, and then I'm going to switch back over. Yeah. You're right, Bill. 1945. Not one we're looking for. Let's grab a couple more. See what we got. This one's going to be a 1954D. Looking for a 52S. I understand, Dan. Sometimes that's if I say anything, if you have a machine that you like and it's doing and it's finding for you, then stick with it and and don't change. I mean, Iron Antler, thanks for joining. We're getting ready to shut it down here in just a few. My hour is just about up. Yeah. Yeah, no, I know the 440s and those machines are pretty good. What videos I've seen with those machines are pretty good machines. $1936. At least we got a 30 model here. Let's see, 1936. It's not one we're looking for, but it's a 30 model, and we're going to keep it. Me, I'm a person of habit. I like my Garrett Apex. I like the 44S. But it's not a steel one. I think I'll throw it back in the keeper though. And the AT Pro, and I mean, we have great luck with them, and we know those machines pretty much like the back of our hands. So, I mean, I'd love to try one of the new Legends and the Deus 2. I'm impressed with both of those machines, but I'm just not at the point where I want to start trying to learn a new machine. I mean, really, when it comes down to it, I'm still learning the Apex, and we're still learning the AT Pro, Pro, even though we've been using it. But every time we get out with them, you learn something new about them, or something new, something different. I mean, that's the fun of metal detecting. Not what we're looking for. But don't work too hard today, James. 1946 is another keeper. And we're going to do one more, guys. Let's see. Come on, an oldie. Oh, my goodness. Be an oldie. And it's not. It's a 1940. And it's not what we're looking for, but it is kind of toasty. What machine works best for you is the best detector. Yeah, you know, it might not. Yeah, in a sense, yeah, but that's how I'd go. You know, if you know a machine, it's working for you, you don't have any complaints with it, and what you're finding with it, then stay with it. I mean, that's just my belief and just how I feel about it. But, you know, I don't down anyone's machines. I mean, all these machines out there are good in their own ways. I mean, they are. And, you know, some people like different tones. I know a lot of people don't like the sounds that the Garrett makes. Same with me. I don't like some of the sounds that other machines make, but I like the sound that the Garrett makes. I mean, for my hearing, it's just what I like. So that's what we stick with. And I'm hoping they'll come out with a new one, maybe next year, a new machine. I'd like to see them upgrade the AT Pro series with the multiflex, multi-frequency technology that they have in the Apex, and definitely get rid of the battery compartment and go with the charging. I like that one, not having to buy batteries for the Apex. Just plug it in, charge it. You can even plug it into the carport if you forget and you're on your way to metal detect. Just plug it in this lighter side, or the, you know, the electrical out, whatever you want to call it, in your car, and charge it on the way. Yes, the better you learn your machine, the better you get with it. Just keep on using it, keep on swinging them, and those finds come. I know a lot of people get discouraged, but you can't. You do. We have. Me and Melissa get discouraged, but you don't let it get you down to thinking that you're never going to find anything, because those finds will come. I try to tell people, just keep swinging, keep that coil to the ground, keep listening for those signals, dig everything. If you're in doubt, just dig it. I mean, if you get a signal and you're like questioning it, go ahead and dig it, because sometimes those questioning signals turn out to be good. I know there's been several signals I get be like, it's kind of crappy signal, but there's this little squeaker in there, but I don't know if I want to dig it or not, and then end up digging it and finding something really nice in there. So it's best just to dig everything that dings up, especially if you start questioning that, because you never know when it could be a coin spill. You know, you might have a quarter, a dime, a penny, nickel in there, and they're all going to give off a little different signal. It might make the whole signal sound like it's crap. I've dug signals like that, be like, man, I know I'm just going to dig up junk, and it be a coin spill because it's picking up all those different tones. Because on my Garrett, a quarter is 91, 92. A dime is 83, 84. A nickel is 52, 53. A penny, depending on whether it's copper or zinc, and the zinkins are usually kind of crappy at a 68 to 71. And then my copper pennies are usually around 80, 81. So if you have a mixture of all of those together, I mean, it can make the signal sound like complete garbage, but those are sometimes the ones you want to dig, because definitely have found several coin spills like that, digging those crappy signals. And I remember back when we were doing the home sites back in the fall and winter, I found a little Tootsie truck, and it was under an iron big iron hoop of some sort. And I was picking up that iron signal. I knew there was iron there, but I got this little squeaker on the back end of it. Dug it. Yeah, there's the big iron loop, but then right underneath of it, there's your Tootsie Toy. So always want to keep that stuff in mind, guys. I mean, I'm not trying to tell you how to detect, but sometimes you want to dig them crappy signals, and definitely dig them iron signals, because they could be masking something much better underneath of them. I mean, honestly, what was the odds of there being a Tootsie Toy under that big iron hoop? But you just never know. I mean, you just never know. That's one of the big excitement about metal detecting, is you don't know what you're digging. I know a lot of channels out there, they'll try to call their signals, oh, that's a certain signal, so that's got to be a certain coin. You can't do that. I mean, you can't. You can try. You can. I mean, if you want to do that, I never try to call my signal and say, oh, that's a wheat penny, or that's an Indian head penny, or that's a silver dime, because it could be something completely different. And if you're filming that stuff, you just kind of end up sometimes making yourself look a little dumb, which I don't have no problem with that anyway. So, yeah. And, Mona saying the way you all read those tones amazes me. A lot of times I don't rely on my VDI numbers. Sometimes I'll look at them in the nickel range, especially. I watch out for the 50 signals, and a lot of times I just go by the sound that I'm getting and what it sounds like, and dig it. I mean, I can't explain. I'm not a good teacher when it comes to teaching metal detecting. I'd rather get out and do it than talk about it. But I rely on my tones a lot. I hardly ever look at my VDI numbers, only when actually necessary, when I start doubting them, be like, decide from that whether I want to dig it or not, depth of it. Certain areas I won't dig too deep, because you're just trying to be respectful for the area that I'm in. When we're in parks, and even on the curb strips, if I start digging down too deep, I'll tell Melissa, I said, I'm digging too deep. I'm not going to dig any farther. Yeah, I could be leaving something cool behind, but try to have respect for the area that I'm in and not make too much of a mess, and always put things back the way you found them, if all possible. I know right now, this time of year, with the ground being dry, you can't make no plug in it, and it's hard to get it put back, but at least try to do your best to put your plugs back the way you found them. I know some of these areas we detect in, you wouldn't know if we dug there or not. Some of the curb strips are in such bad shape. I mean, the city will come in and do work, and they won't even try to put them back the way they found them. They'll leave a mess on some of them. And but we always try to put our holes back the way, because I don't want the police telling us, well, no more, y'all can't do this no more, or the city coming down on us. There's not a whole lot of detectors in my hometown. Yeah, grass is dead from lack of water anyways. And I don't want it ruined for me and Melissa and anyone else that might be detecting in our busy digging in our hometown. So, because I said, there's not a lot of people that metal detect around us, but there's a few. We've seen a few people. We met this one guy. He metal detects in the same areas that we've been metal detecting. I think he's been trying to kind of point us in other directions. I don't think he likes us metal detecting in those areas, but he can't say nothing about it, because every time we see him, he'll be like, oh yeah, I did real good down here. Y'all ought to go down here and try down there. And we're like, yeah, we'll have to give that a try someday, but we're going to stay right here for right now. Some detectors are funny about their spot where they dig, but it's a free. Curb strips are fair game. There's no permissions. It's not like I'm going on someone else's permission. I mean, curb strips are fair game, so I don't know what to tell him. But he's a pretty nice guy, he seems to be. But he's always pointing us in some other direction to go digging. So I think I just find it funny. that he's always telling us to go somewhere else to dig. Oh, he'd be like, I was down there and I found an Indian, found a Mercury. Man, that's an awesome place. I still haven't finished it. You all ought to go down there and see if you can find anything in that area. And we'll be like, yeah, we'll see about it. Yeah, I always use the argument for a curb strip owner. Are you sure you are the owner? Owners know this is not their property. Renters do not. Haha, usually makes them lose their. Yeah, it does, Corey. Um, most of the Karens, and I call them Kevins, Kevins, whatever. They definitely think they own it all. They don't. They're not educated on what they own and what they don't own. And even when I tell them, I've done my research. I know where I'm hunting is city property. It's public property. I know there's no metal detecting rules or regulations in hunting, other than if it's a the city, not the city park, but state parks are off limits. Even though the one park where we do the beach hunting is a state park, but because it's on the sand, they have no problem with it. And if I go up into the grassy area, as long as I don't dig anything over a couple of inches, they don't mind. Mainly stuff that's up in the grass where I hunt is all surface finds, just from people where they come in there and put their towels down at the beach and lose stuff. So most of that stuff's surface finds. And if it's a national landmark, you're not supposed to hunt around those. Definitely no cemeteries. But yeah, the curb strip people, people that live in front of these curb strips, they think they own because they have to mow it. And if I can tell that it's being taken care of, very well manicured, most of the time I will walk and just skip that curb strip, that area. That way it cuts down on engagement with the residents. But these ones, man, when there's trash laying out in them and they're full of dog poop, and it's crazy to have to sit and try to dig something around 3 or 4 piles of dog crap. I'm sure all of you all have had that experience. So I have to get back to work. Have a blessed day. Thanks for dropping by, Beard. We appreciate it. But yeah, I'm sure you have all had that experience in metal detecting. Not too much stuff. Me and Melissa haven't come across metal detecting. I mean, I've had to dig in chew spit to get a signal, and dog crap, and find needles, and it's amazing some of the stuff you'll come across. Well, man, that would be cool. So that's the thing here. We've never come across where they've tore out any of the old sidewalks, man. I'd love to come across the sidewalk tear out. But now our streets that are brick streets, we still have a lot of the streets over in the park area that's brick, Brian, but they will not allow them to tear those. They won't even pave over them. Yeah, those people want those brick streets left just the way they are, and a lot of them are rough and hard to go over. Yeah, you run across a lot of stuff, Mona, when you're metal detecting, but yeah, they won't tear out those streets. They just won't do it. I wish they would sometime, because I could only imagine some of the stuff that could be laying under them, but don't have that luck. But yeah, just keep on checking out them sidewalk tear outs. You'll eventually find something, maybe. I mean, I've seen a lot of videos where people do those sidewalk tear outs and find some really cool stuff. The worst spot I dug in was filled with goose poop, but also dug over $200 in quarters there. Yeah. The Canadian geese are bad here. I know in the beach area where I hunt at, it's kind of hard to miss the droppings everywhere. I mean, it's like what is it, Annabelle? You telling me it's time to get off here? Huh? I done exceeded my time limit. Yeah, Annabelle's coming in here telling me I need to go. It's pretty bad when the pets tell you what to do. But yeah, just keep on them places, Brian. You'll find something there. Yep. Well, guys, I'm rambling on, taking up time. You all need to go. Probably got things you want to do, other videos to go watch. I want to thank you all for stopping by and joining me today. I don't have Melissa with me. She'll be in here in a little bit. But thanks for joining me on this, going through some more Wheaties. And I'll be back next Thursday if nothing happens, doing it again. And Saturday night, we'll be back live, 8 o'clock, Conversations. Stop by and hang out, get in on the giveaway that night. I don't know what I'm going to be giving away. Will be something pretty cool. I'm going to get, I know definitely someone's going to get one of the new Clark's Cove Creekwater stickers. And I want to thank Pat over at Park Rat Metal Detecting for those stickers. And I'm going to be giving away one of our Sasquatch stickers that we picked up at the Sasquatch festival that we went to there a couple of weekends ago. So someone's going to get a couple of cool stickers in the giveaway this Saturday night. So stop by and try your luck at it. And hope to see everyone there. And then, of course, Digging Sundays. And we'll see you there Sunday night. Okay, Annabelle, she's going to make me get off here. Well, anyways, guys, I'm going to go. And you all have a good day. If you're going out metal detecting today, may you find something awesome. Bucket lister, silver, gold, something really cool. Have a good day. Be safe. Thanks for stopping by. And as always, me and Melissa like to say and leave you with, if you lose it, we find it. And of course, we'll see you guys on that first good Cover signal. And you all have a great day, Covers, Prospects, Pledges. And we'll see you Saturday night. Now, start pushing buttons, Robert.